Asura, they called him, a name that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to utter it, a name whispered with fear, etched in the village's darkest legends. Stories of his power and wrath were told in hushed tones. Falsely accused of unspeakable crimes, Asura was banished to the edges of the world. The villagers believed they were protecting themselves from a great evil. His pleas of innocence fell on deaf ears. No one wanted to listen to the man they had already condemned in their hearts.
The villagers, blinded by suspicion and fear, cast me out. They saw only a monster, not the man I truly was.
Asura found himself in a desolate wasteland, a place where hope seemed to have abandoned the very soil. Barren trees clawed at the sky, their branches like skeletal fingers. The landscape was a reflection of his tormented soul. The air hung heavy with despair. Each breath he took was a reminder of his isolation and suffering. Driven mad by his exile, Asura cursed the village. His voice, once filled with hope, now dripped with venom. His words, laced with anguish and rage, echoed through the desolate plains. They carried the weight of his broken spirit.
I curse you to an eternity of darkness, to never find peace or solace, to be forever haunted by the shadows. May your nights be filled with the same terror you inflicted upon me.
Asura's body withered, consumed by his own rage. His physical form deteriorated, but his spirit grew ever more vengeful. His spirit, however, remained forever bound to the curse he had unleashed. It roamed the land seeking retribution. His anger seeped into the very fabric of the night, waiting for the opportune moment to claim its victims. The darkness became his ally, a silent witness to his eternal torment. The curse manifested in the stillness of the night. When the moon hid behind a veil of clouds and the world slept, shrouded in darkness, that's when it struck. Any soul foolish enough to disturb the peace of the night would feel its icy grip. A whisper on the wind, a flicker in the corner of the eye, an unsettling chill.
The darkness held its breath, watching, waiting for the fear to take root. It toyed with its victims, their sanity slowly unraveling with each passing moment.
The curse was a predator, stalking its prey through the labyrinthine corridors of the night, and once it had you in its grasp, there was no escape. The old house stood at the edge of whispering pines, shrouded in an unsettling silence. Its presence was a constant reminder of the past, a relic that seemed to breathe with the forest around it. The paint peeled from its walls like scabs, revealing the rotting wood beneath. Each flake of paint that fell told a story of neglect and time's relentless march. The windows, like vacant eyes, stared out into the darkness. They seemed to hold secrets, memories of a time long gone, watching silently as the world moved on. This was where John and Mary, a young couple oblivious to the town's troubled past, decided to start their new life. They saw potential where others saw decay, hope where others saw despair.
John, a writer seeking inspiration, found solace in the solitude of the old house. The creaking floors and whispering winds became his muse, filling his mind with stories untold. Mary, an artist, was captivated by its melancholic beauty. She saw art in every corner, every shadow, and every beam of light that filtered through the dusty windows.
They dismissed the whispers of the townsfolk, attributing their warnings to superstitious nonsense. To them, the house was a blank canvas, a place to create and dream. They were soon to discover that some secrets are best left buried. The house held more than just memories, it held the echoes of those who had come before.
They were soon to discover that some secrets are best left buried. The whispers of the past would soon become a haunting reality, unraveling the very fabric of their new life. The disturbances began subtly, a floorboard creaking unexpectedly, the sound of distant whispers, a cold spot in the dead of night.
My usually vibrant paintings took on a sinister tone, dark shadows dominating the canvas.
My writing, once filled with hope and light, became consumed by an unexplainable dread.
One night Mary woke from a nightmare, a cold sweat clinging to her skin.
I could have sworn I saw a figure standing at the foot of the bed, its features obscured by the darkness. When I turned to John, a chill ran down my spine. He was fast asleep, but a dark, elongated shadow stretched out from behind him, reaching towards my side of the bed.
Fear became a constant companion, lurking in every shadow and whispering in every corner. Sleep offered no escape, only vivid nightmares of shadowy figures and suffocating darkness. Each night was a battle, a struggle to find peace in a world that seemed determined to torment.
My sanity hanging by a thread, I became convinced that the house was trying to warn us. Every creak and groan felt like a message, a desperate plea for us to leave before it was too late.
My spirit crushed under the weight of dread. I found myself longing for the warmth of the sun. The darkness was suffocating, and I yearned for the light to chase away the shadows that haunted my every step.
One moonless night, the curse tightened its grip, wrapping around us like a vice. The air grew colder, and an eerie silence settled over the house. John woke to find Mary gone, her side of the bed cold. Panic set in as he realized she was nowhere to be found. He stumbled through the house, his name catching in his throat as he called out for her. Each room he searched only deepened his dread. He found her in the attic, her lifeless eyes staring into the void. The sight was more than he could bear, a nightmare come to life. A dark shape loomed behind her, and as John screamed, he felt an icy hand close around his throat. The darkness had claimed another victim, leaving only despair in its wake. The old house on Whispering Pines still stands, a testament to the darkness that resides within. The townsfolk avoid it, their whispers carrying tales of the couple who dared to disturb the peace. The curse, they say, remains unbroken, feeding on the fear of those who dare to whisper Asura's name.
Some nights, when the wind whispers through the trees, one can almost hear the echoes of John and Mary's final moments. A constant reminder that some shadows never truly vanish. They linger, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to cross their path. The curse of Asura endures, a haunting reminder of the darkness that lies hidden within the human heart.